Hey guys, welcome back to My Mint Life. Annie here, and today I'm going to be sharing with you my summer favorites, and maybe you could even consider it my quarantine favorites. I actually do have an absolute hate it and another item that I'm kind of iffy about, which kind of surprised me. I thought I would totally love it. But for the most part, I'm going to share with you my winners this past summer, and well, really the summer and spring, basically. So let's go ahead and jump into the video. Now, my first favorite, I actually talked about in a haul video, and it works really, really well. It's the Physician Formula, it's the Physician's Formula Insta Ready Setting Spray. This stuff has worked so well. I'm almost out. It keeps your makeup on, even in high heat. The mist is insanely fine. It works really well. It does have like a second and a half of a weird scent to it, kind of, I don't know if hairspray-ish is right, but it dissipates really, really quickly. It doesn't feel sticky. It doesn't feel like hairspray, and it certainly doesn't burn or anything. It just has a weird scent at the very beginning. But this has been such a knockout product for me, especially how fine the mist is, given that drugstore setting sprays tend to have that kind of like spray that kind of hits you. This is so fine, and it just kind of like dusts your face. So this has worked wonders in the heat of summer. I love this. Okay, my next favorite is actually the Fruit of the Earth Aloe Vera Gel. Now, I've never tried this brand. I usually just pick up a bottle of the Up and Up brand from Target when I'm there. But again, finding stuff like this can be a little bit tricky. And I have to say that this brand, I have noticed such a huge difference when I use it. This leaves your skin feeling so soft. I actually mix it in with my body lotion because my kids and I are in the pool pretty much every day, and I've been getting a ton of sun. They've been getting a ton of sun, and I just want to kind of mitigate that a little bit. This stuff has done wonders with that. You can see I've gotten a lot. Hi. Hi. You can take it if you'd like. You can see I've gotten a lot of color. I'm usually not this tanned, but this has kind of kept any type of sunburn or discomfort at bay. It helps moisturize. And again, it just leaves your skin so soft. My next summer favorite is definitely Miss Jessie's Pillow Soft Curls. If you have curly hair, this is definitely a must. It gives you the softest, fluffiest, kind of fat curls. And it kind of coils your hair in larger clumps. So if you have very tightly curled hair, you might want to look into something like this, because this tends to fatten up the curl and make your hair a little bit more full and a little bit less tight. It works really, really great. I personally like to, after I shampoo and condition my hair, while I'm still in the shower, I will actually add the product into my hair and use a wide tooth comb to comb it through and let my ringlets dry overnight. And it just gives you phenomenal curls without frizz, lots of definition, lots of bounce. It's a great product. The only thing that I would warn you about is that the smell of the product is pretty strong. It uses, and it says this on the product, it uses fabric softener technology. And it smells like Downy. So if that's something that's going to like be a problem for you, maybe skip it and try. They have other stuff. They have custards and jellies and stuff like that. Sounds like food, right? But it's for your hair. You might want to give those a try to see if they're a little bit less strongly scented, because you will smell like fresh laundry for a good 8 hours. And then really, really quickly, this is actually a really, really great detangler. My sister has actually used this product on my niece, SJ, who has straight hair, but whose hair tangles like I've never seen. It's bizarre. She looks like a Muppet. It has been a thorn in my sister's side, we'll just put it that way. And she has used this, and this actually does help detangle. So if you have a kiddo or even yourself, has hair that gets tangled really easy and is really, really hard to detangle, maybe look into this as well because it works. Now, I know I've talked about a lot of beauty, but my favorites tend to run in that vein. My next favorite is by Dove, and it's their whipped body cream in the macadamia and rice milk scent. This stuff, my sister bought this for me. I've had this scent in the body scrub, loved it. My sister loved it so much that she went out and found the the moisturizer to go with it. It smells so incredible. I'm almost done. It's, oh, you want to eat it. It smells so good. It smells delicious. There you go. What do you think?
Oh, it smells so good that I want to drink coconut water.
It smells that good, ladies and gentlemen. It's really lightweight, but moisturizing. It gives your skin just the slightest sheen, nothing crazy. It's not like glittery or anything by any means. It just leaves them looking, like it leaves your body looking and feeling moisturized. But there is just something about this particular scent that is so delicious. It smells so good. I highly recommend if you are looking for a whipped body cream just for the scent, even though it does work really well, this is it. It just smells delicious. Highly recommend that one. My next product, I love, 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 love. And it's probably my favorite of the entire bunch. It is the Love Beauty and Planet, the Muru Muru Butter and Rose Bountiful Bouquet Bar Soap. This stuff, put you in nice and close. This stuff is beautiful. It is a beautiful, gorgeous, gorgeous product. And this stuff is heaven. It's so good. It's so good. It is a pretty large bar if you compare this to a regular sized bar. And this is the actual size. It only comes, this is just the packaging. I kept the packaging so I could show you. It's actually empty. There's actually no plastic wrapped around the soap itself. It just comes in this kind of like mildly waxy paper. Waxy on the inside, not on the outside. It smells phenomenal. Now I've used products in this scent. I've used the counter spray from the Love Home and Planet line. I have used the body lotion and the body butter in this scent. This is the first time I've tried the soap. It's wonderful. It's a huge bar. It lathers incredibly well. It has the softest, most beautiful rose scent. It's not cloying, it's not heavy. It's very light and fresh, and it still manages to smell clean but feminine, which I love. That can be tricky. But it smells so good, and it is potent without being too much. I actually opened up the package and just put the bar in my shower so I could use it the next day because I was so excited. I had to open it and smell it. And like 30 minutes later, I walked into my bathroom and my entire bathroom smelled like that bar of soap. It just scented my bathroom so softly, but so noticeably in the most pleasant way. I was thrilled. Every time I take a shower, it just like, it envelops you. It's so good. It is so good. And I love that the scent is as potent as it is, because you're paying for something to smell really good. You want to smell good. And this does the job. You could actually put this in like a soap stand in your bathroom and just leave that to scent your bathroom like potpourri, and it would work because it permeates your entire bathroom. And I mean, this isn't even a humble brag. This is just what it is. I have a larger bathroom, and it goes through the entire thing. I smell it even when I'm on my husband's side of the bathroom. From what I've researched, and I did look on their website, this comes in 4 scents. Obviously it's going to come in the rose and muru muru. It also comes in the coconut water and mimosa flower, which smells really, really fresh. I haven't used it in the soap, but I've used it in other products before. It comes in shea butter and sandalwood. which I imagine is very moisturizing. And then it also comes in argan oil and lavender. Every time I get in the shower, it's like, I look forward to it because of this stuff. It smells amazing. My next favorite I'm going to be talking about is actually an app, and it is the Libby App. If you are someone who enjoys reading or listening to audiobooks, I highly recommend getting this app. It works in tandem with your local library card. You just basically download the app, put your library card information in it, and it gives you immediate, simple access to your library's catalog. It gives you access to ebooks, it gives you access to audiobooks, and it gives you access to magazines. If you're an audiobook person, or if you just want to try out a book without actually having to purchase it, I highly recommend downloading the Libby app, especially in summertime. It's nice to have like a nice fun, maybe like an Elin Hildebrand kind of, is that her name? I think it is. Like an Elin Hildebrand summer read type thing. If that's your shtick, you can read it by the pool, whatever. Some people like, if you like a trashy romance novel and you don't want to be seen buying it, I don't know. I don't read them, but hey, if that's your jam, that's your jam. Highly recommend it though. It's a lot of fun, saves you some cash, and just gives you access to a lot of books. How can that be wrong? Speaking of books, I have a couple of book favorites. One maybe will only appeal to a certain segment of the population who might not even watch this channel, but I'm going to talk about it anyway because I've been waiting for this book for 6 years. And then the other one is kind of a little bit more fun summer read. The first one, the summer read, is the Southern Book Club's Guide to Vampires. It is a really fun read if you like kind of mildly girly fun books with a little bit of a horror twist. Definitely check this one out. It's a lot of fun. Really, really popular read. In fact, I read it on the Libby app. I enjoyed it a great deal, and we'll probably be looking at other things from the author. I'm very picky about authors, so when I find somebody I like them. So if you are looking for a fun summer read, I highly recommend that one. And then my other one, I'm actually gonna get it right now because it's next to me. Now the book itself, I have the cover and the book plate, but the book itself is in the living room because I was reading it while I was eating lunch. And that is this little darling right here, Peace Talks by Jim Butcher. If you are a fan of urban fantasy, then you probably have heard of this series, the Dresden Files series. This book has been 6 years in the making. My oldest son was an infant when I got the last book, and I stood up until 3 in the morning to finish it. And it's finally come out. We got this one, I want to say this came out July 14th, but I was waiting for an autographed copy, which I have. It's a book plate, so it's basically a giant sticker that was designed by the person who does the graphic novels for the series, the artist, and then the author, Jim Butcher himself. He signed it for me. Super duper special. So I'm really, really excited about that. The book so far, I'm loving it. I knew I would love it. I'm not even done with it, but I'm still putting it on a favorites list. So if you're a fan of urban fantasy and you have not read the Dresden Files, I highly recommend it. It is a super fun, really, really in-depth world. This author's really, really good at world building and really good at fleshing out characters, even like sideline characters you only meet a couple of times in the series. He's really, really good at creating interesting ones that you want to know about and that are really fun to read. He's got action and adventure and a little bit of horror. Sometimes it can be scary, but not very often. It's more exciting and kind of suspenseful. It's got, you know, kind of like a hard-boiled detective-y kind of like a Dashiell Hammett. Who the hell did he write? Like a Sam Spade type. In fact, one of the books describes him as that. Did they describe him as Sam Spade or Philip Marlowe? Oh, Philip Marlowe. But think that kind of PI mixed with a lot of supernatural stuff that's really, really fun and makes it interesting and a little bit more unexpected. So it's a lot of fun. If you are interested in urban fantasy at all, or just a really fun series, I highly recommend it. It's got a little bit of something for everybody, even a little bit of romance. I'm not somebody who is big on romance in my books. It's just not my thing. But he does have a little bit of that in there. So if that's something that tickles your fancy, you're going to get that too. There's a lot of There's a lot of story development there as well. But for the most part, it's just a fun read. It's really exciting. Again, Jim Butcher is just so good at creating really, really interesting characters that are fun to read about. And he gives you the detail about them, and it's not boring, which isn't always the case. For those of you who don't read, you're probably like falling asleep during this one. But for those of you who do, you get what I'm saying. And those two are really, really fun books to read. I'm actually going to skip over one of my favorites because I have to compare it to my hate it, and we'll get there. So I'm going to talk about the one product that I'm kind of 50-50 about. And it surprised me because I thought it was going to be total slam dunk. Love it. I only hear good stuff about this product. And that is the Mrs. Meyer's Honeysuckle Fabric Softener. Now, it smells, I've used their home spray in this scent, the room spray, and I've used the counter spray, but this is the first laundry product that I tried from Mrs. Meyer's. Smells beautiful. I love the scent. It leaves your clothes so soft. Everybody says that, and they're right. It leaves your clothes just like cuddly soft and beautiful. Works insanely well. My problem with it is that it's pretty pricey given the size of this bottle. It's 32 fluid ounces or 946 milliliters if you are across the pond or really anywhere but the United States. This is almost 10 bucks. This was like $8.99, I believe. It's expensive for what it is. Goes fast, and you have to use a lot to get the scent into your clothes. You use a regular capful, and the scent isn't really potent or long lasting. I was so excited. I did the linens and stuff, and I actually used two, double the amount that you're supposed to for a load of laundry just because it was linens. And my sister was spending the night, and I said, oh, smell the fabric, smell the blankets, just tell me what you think. And she smelled it. She goes, I don't smell anything. And I went and I smelled it. I didn't really smell anything. And therein lies the problem, because I'm paying for kind of natural ingredients, but I'm also paying for my stuff to smell good. So this was kind of disappointing. If you use a lot, it smells great, feels snuggly, and is super awesome. But I don't want to use a lot. It's expensive. I don't think I will be repurchasing this just because even though it's soft, it didn't rock my world basically. And for 10 bucks for this little bottle, not gonna happen. Okay, that being said, we're gonna talk about a favorite and a hate it because they're basically the same kind of product, and one does all the right things and one does all the wrong things. And I am talking about the Neutrogena Ultralight Cleansing Oil and then the Physicians Formula Organic Wear Double Cleansing Oil. This I had talked about in a haul. I tried it a little bit on my hands on camera, but I hadn't used it on my face, obviously, because I had just bought it and just opened it up. This I have purchased time and again. This cleansing oil, it says that it's light. It is insanely light. It goes on smoothly. It doesn't drag across the skin whatsoever. It removes things completely. And one of the weird things that most of the oil cleansers that I've tried allows you to do that I appreciate is it allows you to open your eyes when you're washing your face. I can be cleansing my face in front of the mirror. I can both open my eyes and not worry about any type of oil getting into my eye, any burning sensation, any discomfort whatsoever, so I can see how the makeup removal process is going. This works great. It takes off mascara. It takes off my makeup wonderfully. I'm totally happy with this. I've used it time and again. It is tried and true. It is a ride or die for me. I love it. I had been experimenting for a good maybe 8 months with different cleansers. I'm going back to this guy. If you've never used an oil cleanser and are curious about it, this is pretty moderately priced. It's about $8, which for oil cleansers is pretty good. You pump a little bit into dry hands, put it on dry skin, rub it in, add some water, emulsify, rinse off, you're done. Winner. This little hellion is awful. First of all, it is super thick and like gelatinous and sticky. So when I put it on my face, it's causing drag a little bit, which I don't want that on my skin. I want my skin to stay as tight and nice as possible for as long as possible. This makes me tug on my skin. Don't like you. Secondly, it has a warming effect, which may be nice in winter, but is it's uncomfortable, verging on kind of like burning in summertime. Maybe it would be a different experience in winter. I don't know, but it's almost like, oh, hurry up and get it off. It is so unpleasant to put on just with that initial warming effect. I did not like that at all. Now add to that the fact that it burns your eyes, even without opening your eyes. The first time I tried it, I did like a little kind of like a peek just to see, just in case. Burned the crap out of my eyes. The second time, didn't do it. Kept my eyes closed, still burned my eyes. We put a man on the moon. We can keep our eyes from burning when we wash our face, people. That is my humble opinion. Now, the final awful death blow, the final insult of this awful product is that it does not rinse easily off your skin. It adheres to your skin in the most bizarre way. You rinse your face. You kind of spend quite a bit of time rinsing it. You emulsify like normal, like you're supposed to do. I read the instructions. I did as instructed. I shook it every time I used it, pumped it out, cleansed my face, dry skin, and then I rinsed it with water. Did not rinse off easily. There was this residue, this kind of greasy residue that remained on my skin to where I felt like I had to wash my face again, which, you know, I'm all for double cleansing, but I don't want to feel like there's something left on my skin once I rinse off a cleanser. So this was just not a win for me. I am not even going to finish it. And usually I try to finish stuff because, you know, I just don't want to be wasteful. Every time I used it, I used as much as I could so that it would go by faster. I have like maybe 1/3 left and it's going right in the trash. This stuff is awful. I love a lot of Physicians Formula products. I love their mascara. I love all of their blushes and bronzers. I really love their setting spray. This stuff was just the worst. This is one of the worst products I've ever tried. Oh, and it doesn't even remove everything well. I forgot, like the most important thing you wanted to do is to remove your makeup and the dirt and such. And it wasn't even competent there. It's incompetent. It's just the worst. Ugh, no. Don't try it. Don't waste your money. If you're looking for an oil cleanser, especially that was like $13, which Physicians Formula for drugstore tends to be a little bit pricier. I expect it to work. So if you are looking to try oil cleansers or looking for an affordable one, you can't go wrong with this little guy right here. It just does the job. It does everything that it's supposed to do. It might not be sexy. It might not have a ton of bells and whistles, but it does its job and it does it well. Okay guys, that about wraps it up for all of my favorites, hate it's, and kind of I'm okay with it. I had a lot of fun. I love videos like this. I love talking about different products. If there's any products you guys want to see me try, or any like, how do you even say it, like class or genre of stuff you want me to try, I will be buying a couple of different natural deodorants. I already tried one and I want to get a couple more under my belt, and I want to do like a little bit of a review and comparison. But anything, cleaners, beauty products, personal care products, home products, if it's something that you want to see me try, let me know in the comments below and I will do my best to pick it up, let you know what I think, and kind of be the guinea pig here. Again, thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye for now.